slay. It's a moment. It's a vibe. Period. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine if you're new here, and welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are all doing well. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and join the family because I would love to have you here. So today I want to get into trying this viral TikTok makeup trend, which is the reverse cat eyeliner. I've just been seeing people slay this trend all over my For You page, on my Instagram feed, on YouTube, and I was like, you know what, today's the day. I'm gonna give it a try. So I'm excited to get into it, especially since one of you guys asked in my previous video for me to get into the Huda Beauty Jaguar palette. So I thought, why not kill two birds with one stone, check out this palette for you guys, do a look with it, as well as trying this viral trend that I've been so excited to get into. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. So make sure you guys grab your matcha, grab your water, sis, get comfortable. I'm gonna zoom you guys in, you know the drill, and let's get to it. Gonna jump straight into this palette. I'm so excited, guys. So after looking at the trend of this eye look, I feel like the whole vibe is just matte. You know, I don't really see people using shimmers that much on this look, but if they do, it's just like a very nude shimmer that's so understated and not too much going on, you know? So I think I'm gonna stick to the matte tones, just keep it nice and chic. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this shade right over here from the Huda Beauty Jaguar palette, and I'm gonna pack it on with my Sigma E55 shading brush. It's a very like neutral light shade, so I'm gonna use it on the lid, you know, just like that, because I kind of feel like they're not doing too much on the top area of the lid. From all the inspo that I've been looking at, they've been keeping it simple. So I'm just gonna use this just to give those, you know, clean nude vibes on top. First thoughts on this shade, I really love how pigmented it is. I don't know if you notice, especially as a person of color, when they include shades like this, they just never show up on your lid. So I never use like the random white or cream tones that they have in palettes. I will have every other shade in my palette completely used and abused except that one shade. But this one is actually pigmented, as you can see. So I'm really happy with that. Now I want to go into like a brown hue just in the crease and just really lightly blend it out. Remember, we're not going for anything dramatic at the top. No intensifying the crease like we normally do. Not today, sis, okay? But this shade that's in the palette is just giving too dark. I feel like it will just become that whole intense moment that we are not looking for today, period. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take a little help from this palette that we used in our last video, which is the Python palette from Huda Beauty as well, and I'm gonna use this brown shade because I feel like it's the perfect warm subtle shade of brown for my skin tone. So I feel like it will look really cute on the top to keep those simple vibes going. But then again, you know, Huda Beauty shadows are pigmented.com, so make sure you're gentle with how much you pick up. Note to self first, okay? So now I'm taking a clean brush. This is by Sigma. It's their tapered blending E40 brush. And don't worry guys, I've been seeing your comments in my last video asking for the in-depth beginner friendly video. That's gonna be the next video after this, inshallah. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, I'm just taking this clean brush just to really, you know, blend out the top of my shadow right over here, so we don't have any harsh line. Now I'm gonna go back in with the first brush that we used to pack on this nude shade and just start to like really clean that up and bring the pigment back, because as you can see, it just started to get a little dull from when we applied our transition color. How am I talking to you guys here for like a good 2.5 seconds? And it turns out I wasn't even recording. Epicfail.com. But anyways, what I was saying was I clearly just had a cup of matcha, guys, so my energy is like top tier right now. So for the eyes, we're gonna leave it as is for now because it's pretty simple and basic.com on the top of the lid. We're gonna get to the intensity of this trend once we complete our base routine. So to start with my base, I'm gonna take this product from M Cosmetics. I'm actually really excited to give it a try because when I saw it being used on their Instagram, it just looked so pretty on the skin. So I really want to try it underneath my foundation as a primer because it's meant to like hydrate and moisturize your skin. And the foundation I want to go in with today is the Fenty because I really want a full coverage beat. But since it's a matte formula, I definitely need to prep my skin with some good hydration underneath. And I thought, why not try this today? And this is their Face Cuddle Moisture Balm. So I'm just gonna take it, and I love that it's like a roll-on product, so it's super easy and quick to use. Ooh, yes. it's giving glow. It's giving my skin doesn't look dry and crusty and dusty no more. So now the true test is to see how it sits and performs underneath my foundation. Before we get into our foundation, I really wanted to try this color corrector from NARS. This is their Radiant Creamy color corrector in the shade Medium Deep. This is what it looks like a nice orangey tone. I'm gonna go in with that underneath my eyes, just like that. And then around my mouth, because I always get like dark on the sides here with my foundation once it starts to like oxidize. And then just like actually around this whole area, let's be serious. And then I'm gonna bring it down to right here as well, because that's another area where my hyperpigmentation starts to shine through on my foundation. Now this is super orange, so I'm really curious to see how this blends out because I don't want it to look scary. And I'm just gonna be taking this brush from Rare Beauty to blend it out. It doesn't have a number, but I'm pretty sure this is a brush they sent with their concealers. Okay, so in my eyes, that actually blended in really nicely. I'm just gonna blend in this side a little more. It doesn't look like crazy orange scary, you know what I mean? Like how the color correctors trends used to look back in the day and people just look like a straight carrot all around their eyes and their mouth. If you guys remember, what was that? I think it was like 2017 or 2016 when people were just doing all these crazy color corrector trends, and here is green and here is orange and here they're using red lipstick. Oh my god. I'm so glad those days are behind us, guys. But like I said, I'm gonna go in with like 2 pumps of my Fenty foundation and just using my beauty blender to blend that out. Alright guys, so my foundation is all blended out and I honestly feel like I need to get a shade lighter just because winter's approaching and it's kind of giving like summer tan, if you know what I mean. But thankfully, you know, we can brighten it up a bit with some concealer, so I'm not too worried about that. But just to give you guys my thoughts on the M Cosmetics Face Cuddle Moisture Balm, I actually really like it. As you can see, it's sitting under my foundation really nicely. It looks so flawless, so luminous. So overall, I would say worth your coins. And I actually also just recently got a coupon code with M Cosmetics. I'm really excited about that because I genuinely love their products. So make sure you guys go ahead and use Jasmine20 at checkout. But now for concealer, I'm gonna try this one from Bobbi Brown for the first time. I've never tried their concealers before. This is their Instant Full Cover Concealer. And I'm gonna take the shade Warm Neutral and hopefully it's not too bright. Yeah, that is really, really bright.com. Okay, I do have a darker shade just to tone this down a bit, but I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it on both sides just to even it out. You know what I mean? This concealer is actually really thick and it feels very dry when you apply it. It's not like super creamy, so I don't know how I feel about that just yet. I'm just gonna use the same beauty blender to blend that out. Okay, so when I blended the 2 shades together, it looks beautiful, but the other shade I forgot to mention to you guys is Golden. That's the darker shade that I used to mix it. I'm gonna continue to blend out my under eyes, and then I'm gonna set with my Milk Makeup Translucent Medium Powder. You know, this used to be my favorite holy grail setting powder for my under eyes, but then I gave it a break and started getting into my Good Sis Huda Beauty, but now I kind of want to like, you know, start switching around my makeup rotation of products so like I don't get bored and you guys don't get bored, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do now. Guys, I know I look super crazy right now, but I'm leaving the setting powder underneath my eyes just because when we're doing the reverse cat eye and the smokiness, I just want some powder to catch the fallback so that we don't mess up, you know, our complexion. But now we made it to the part that I've been waiting for, okay? Getting into this smoky moment. As you guys know from the trend, you gotta start off with a black eyeliner and smoke that out basically, preferably like a creamy crayon eyeliner because that's easy to blend. And I'm gonna do it on one eye first because, you know, eyeliner crayon pencils, they can dry out really fast. So you wanna just work on one eye and then apply it on the next and work like that basically. So you can get the chance to really blend it out. This is by Urban Decay. It was part of their like Prince collab collection. When I tested it on my hand, it was super creamy and ultra black. So I feel like it would be perfect for this look that we're going for, you know what I mean? And this is literally in the shade So Dark. This is what it looks like, and as you can see, it doesn't get more crayon than that. I'm gonna just go ahead and start with this eye first. I'm gonna not talk during this part because I feel like I'm gonna need my focus, you know what I mean? So now that we have that outline, I feel like we're set to go to really smoke it out and create the intensity that we want basically. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna start smudging that out. and don't worry about it getting a little messy, guys, because we can fix it with some powder afterwards. Now I'm gonna take this black shade from the Huda Beauty Jaguar palette and use that to help intensify the smokiness that we have underneath the eyes, especially for like the outer corner area, because I feel like the pigment is not picking up on the eyeliner here as much as I would like it to. So I'm just gonna intensify the smoke, basically. And now I'm taking the Sigma Dream Ultimate Shader Brush, and what I was doing was just taking some powder and like cleaning up my liner to be more sharp. And I like how flat this brush is because it allows me to just really get in there without messing up the shadow that we created. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much what the eyes are looking like right now. I feel like it's not too bad for my first attempt. Of course, I went super dramatic because, you know, I love an extra eye look, but I really do want to try this trend again with more of a soft glam vibe. Maybe go in with like brown tones and a more subtle reverse cat eye. Let me know if you guys would be into that, because I would really like to see what it would look like for more of an everyday look. So yeah, I'm liking how that looks so far. Now I'm gonna dive into the rest of my complexion. I'm gonna go in first with some Fix Plus from MAC just to get rid of like the extra powderiness. That's what I like using my Fix Plus for. So I'm gonna go in with some of that. So now we're gonna dive into bronzer, and I'm gonna be taking this one right over here by Fenty in the shade Coco Naughty, and I'm gonna blend it out with my Sephora Pro Contour 79 brush. Alright guys, so I went ahead and finished applying my bronzer, and I also plopped on some lashes real quick. I went in with the Velour Here to Slay lashes, because you guys know Velour is one of my favorite lash brands. And now I'm going to go in with blush, and I'm going to be taking this one by Estee Lauder. This is their Pure Color Envy Sculpting Blush in the shade Rebel Rose. And this is what it looks like, just a cute pink shade. So I'm just going to go ahead with some of that and just pick it up on my Estee Lauder blush brush as well in the number 15, and just pack it onto the high points of my cheeks, because that has your cheekbones looking more snatched, okay, according to TikTok. So I love how that looks. I'm gonna actually go in with highlight now, and I'm gonna be taking this Huda Beauty palette that I've been loving so much, and this is her Glow Obsessions palette in the shade Rich. And I'm just gonna take this shade right over here. It's just a nice gold on the skin. And that is pretty much the complexion complete. All we have left from this look is just to get into our lippy. So that's what we're gonna do now. But overall, I'm just getting so obsessed and happy with this makeup look. Like, yes, I love trying new trends and different styles of makeup, because you never know how much fun you can have with it. So I just really enjoyed filming it for you guys. So let me know if you're vibing with it as well by giving this video a thumbs up. But now I'm gonna start off with lip liner, and I'm gonna take this one by Buxom. This is their Powerline Plumping Lip Liner. And for lipstick in the center, I'm going to be taking the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Pillow Talk. It's like a really pretty pink nude. And yeah, guys, that's the final lip. I feel like it's super cute, complements this makeup look really nicely. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But overall, I'm honestly so obsessed and happy with this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did filming it, because it's a slay, it's a moment, it's a vibe, period, all right? And for those of you guys who are interested on my thoughts on the Huda Beauty Jaguar palette, it's a 10 out of 10. I mean, Huda Beauty never disappoints when it comes to her eyeshadow formulas in general, you know what I mean? So I didn't expect anything less, to be honest. And when it comes to the reverse cat eye look, I honestly feel like, guys, I could have achieved the same moment, smoky moment, with a black eyeshadow, if you know what I mean. I don't feel like you really need to go with an eyeliner and smoke it out with an eyeshadow like right after. That's just my personal preference, just because I feel like I have more control with blending a black eyeshadow than a cream liner. So that's just my perspective. If you have a very pigmented eyeshadow, you don't really need the eyeliner. But if it's easier for you to go in with a pencil eyeliner, then stick to how the trend is actually done. Let me know in the comments if there's any other TikTok trends that you guys would like me to try. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me on TikTok as well. It's jasmine.egal. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe to join the family, because I would love to have you here. Turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. And like always, I'll see you guys in my next video.